244 Life-Changing Neville Goddard Quotes. Quotes by Neville Goddard on creative visualization that will totally transform your life. Neville Goddard's quotes on creative visualization contain a powerful message. Our ability to imagine is not a mere mental exercise, but a creative force that can transform our reality. By understanding that visualization is a tangible tool for creation, we can apply this principle to our daily lives, cultivating clear and emotionally charged images of our goals. By doing so, we not only imagine what we want to achieve, but also foster a deep connection with our dreams, thus paving the way for their realization. Listen to the 244 transformative quotes now. 1. Be aware of what you are thinking, and you will recognize the law between your mood and circumstances. 2. Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world you live in. Don't try to change people. They are just messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. 3. Your opinion of yourself is your most important point of view. You are infinitely greater than you think you are. 4. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you believe to be true. 5. Nothing comes from outside. All things come from within, from the subconscious. 6. The word is you expelled from the outside. Ask yourself what you want and then give it. Don't ask yourself how it will happen. Simply go your way knowing that the proof of what you have done must appear, and it will. 7. Stop trying to change the world, for it is only a mirror. Man's attempt to change the world by force is as fruitless as breaking a mirror in the hope of changing his face. Leave the mirror and change his face. 8. You will find that you are not a victim of fate, but a victim of your own faith. 9. Prayer is recognizing yourself as what you want to be, instead of begging God for what you want. 10. The world is a mirror, forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. 11. To be conscious of being poor while praying for riches is to be rewarded with what you are conscious of being, namely poverty. Prayers for success must be claimed and appropriated. Assume the positive consciousness of what you want. 12. Each person is born with an infinite power to which no earthly force is less. 13. The depth of your own being has forms and means that you, the conscious surface being, do not know it. He knows exactly how to do everything. Do not ask how it will be done. Capture the mood of the wish fulfilled so that your inner self can work on it. What would the feeling be like if it were true? 14. Only dare to assume that you are what you want to be, and you will force everyone to play their part. 15. If you assume your wish and live there as if it were true, no power on earth can prevent it from becoming a fact. 16. If you judge after appearances, you will continue to be enslaved by the evidence of your senses. 17. Do not condemn yourself for the state into which you have fallen. If you do not like it, move on to another. 18. Truth depends on the intensity of imagination, not on facts. 19. Life makes no mistakes and always gives to man what man first gives to himself. 20. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. 21. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, and then you think it is true. Every dream could be realized by those disciplined enough to believe. 22. All transformation begins with an intense, burning desire to be transformed. The first step in the renewal of the mind is desire. 23. You already are what you want to be, and your refusal to believe is the only reason you don't see it. 24. Don't waste a moment in regrets, because to dwell sensibly on past mistakes is to reinfect yourself. 25. Ignore appearances, conditions, and all the evidence of your senses that deny the fulfillment of your desire. 26. All you need is time, and you have it now. 27. The difference between feeling yourself in action here and now and visualizing yourself in action as if on a movie screen is the difference between success and failure. 28. You cannot persist in wanting what you already have. If you assume that you are what you want to be to the point of ecstasy. 29. Most of us are reflecting life, not affecting it. Your inner speech reflects your mind, and your mind reflects God. If you do not change your thoughts, your activity will not change. And if you do not change your activity, the conditions of your life cannot change, for they only witness the inner action of your mind. 30. Man's chief illusion is his conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness. 31. The first step in changing the future is desire, that is, defining your goal, knowing definitely what you want. Second, build an event that you believe you would meet after the greeting to your desire, an event involving the fulfillment of your desire, something that will have the action of the predominant self. 32. You must assume the feeling of the fulfilled desire until your assumption has all the sensory intensity of reality. You must imagine that you are already living what you desire. 33. The future must become the present in your mind if you would wisely apply the law of assumption. 34. The dream conceals the creative act while the target world reveals it. In the dream, man impresses the subconscious with his conception of himself. 35. Everything you can need or desire is already yours. Fulfill your desires by imagining and feeling your desire fulfilled. 36. The perpetual construction of future states without the consciousness of already being them, that is, imagining your desire without really assuming the feeling of the desire fulfilled, is the fallacy and mirage of humanity. It is simply a useless dream. 37. Live your life with a sublime spirit of confidence and determination. Ignore appearances. 38. Every moment of your life, consciously or unconsciously, you are assuming a feeling. 39. What must be done between the assumption of the wish fulfilled and its fulfillment? Nothing, nothing. It is an illusion that, beyond assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, can do anything to help fulfill your wish. 40. Your assumption, to be effective, cannot be a single isolated act. The attitude of the wish fulfilled must be maintained. 41. An awakened imagination works with a purpose. It creates and preserves the desirable and transforms or destroys the undesirable. 42. If a man looks at any other man and estimates that man as less than himself, then he is robbing the other. He is robbing the other of his birthright, his right to equality. 43. The I will be is a confession that I am not. The Father's will is always I am. Until you realize that you are the Father, there is only one I am, and your infinite self is that I am. 44. Man moves in a world that is nothing more or less than his objectified consciousness. 45. Assume the feeling of your desire fulfilled and observe the path that your attention follows. 46. All conceptions are limitations of the conceiver. 47. With your desire defined, enter silently and close the door behind you. Lose yourself in your desire. Feel one with it. Remain in this fixation until you have what you desire. 48. When you come out of the hour of prayer, you should become conscious of being and possessing what you have desired thus far. 49. Only when one is willing to renounce his present limitations and identity can one become what he desires to be. 50. Imagination and faith are the secrets of creation. 51. Because of your belief in external things, you believe in them as your power, transferring the power that you are to the external. Realize that you yourself are the power that you have mistakenly given to external conditions. 52. When you drop your desire into consciousness like a seed, certain that it will appear in its full potential, you have done all that is expected of you. 53. Always go to the end. Stay in the end and you will do no harm to anyone. 54. Love is our birthright. Do not seek what you are. 55. I am is a feeling of permanent awareness. 56. Pattern what you want to hear and listen until you hear it. 57. To one's imagination, all things are possible. 58. You rise to a higher level of consciousness by turning your attention away from your present limitations and placing it on what you want to be. 59. Signs always follow. They never precede. 60. The law operates by faith. If you believe, it requires no effort to see all your desires fulfilled. 61. Act internally over and over again until they acquire the tones of reality. 62. The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention, focused steadily and repeatedly on the object to be attained. 63. Health, wealth, beauty, and genius are not created. They are manifested only by the disposition of your mind, that is, by your concept of yourself, and your concept of yourself is all that you accept and accept as true. 64. The journey of life is mental and takes place in the sea of illusion. 65. Where knowledge ends, feeling and imagination begin. 66. Thinking from the end is the beginning of all miracles. 67. A change of circumstance occurs as the result of a change in your state of consciousness. 68. Listen attentively to your invisible thoughts. What do you hear? What do your words imply? That is your potency. What do you desire? Say the name and rearrange the structure of your mind to imply that you no longer desire it because you already have it.